Yeah, and I think that this area, we have our challenges, but one of the biggest challenges that we face, in my opinion, is the lack of appetite for failure. Just there's so few people that are willing to take on risk to begin with, and then if someone experiences that failure, you're just drugged through the mud. And I'm just curious, what did you experience? Were people, were they not forgiving, but were they sympathetic? Did they look at you funny? What did you experience through this?
So this is a crazy, that probably the question that you're asking in my experience is the craziest thing that I've ever gone through in my entire life. Because here's the thing, people that know nothing about me, have never met me, had no problem making, judging my character, my intention, my ability to run a company, how I treated my employees. I mean, didn't know me from Adam. And then people that knew me personally or had in any way, shape, or form experienced the highs and lows of entrepreneurship were super sympathetic and stood up for me. I mean, there were times people like, oh, I had to stand up for you in a bar. I heard somebody talking about you. I had somebody tell me that they overheard girls in a dressing room at a local shop talking about me, like not even a bridal shop, like a regular retail establishment. And
that happened with me. I was at an event with Tim that I was speaking at, and I brought you up, and the people in the crowd were talking crap, and I was like, why are you guys saying you support small business? Right. You're so full of crap. Yeah. See what I did there? I that's me not cussing. See, I can be good. I almost said the other word, but I mean,
it's just, to talk smack or to.
But it's internet trolls in that case, isn't it? It's just people talking.
For someone that's going after their dream. It's like you should have if only you had the courage to try to go after it.
Jealousy. People are jealous that you are willing to take those risks both ways because they are too afraid to, or they'll have another excuse to be in there. And if you've never been in those shoes, they won't say it. They'll be like, nah, that person's just a donkey. How dare them? That's my opinion on how that works.
And the funny thing is today, fast forward to this last 14 months or however long it's been, and now we get to learn firsthand how fragile every business is across the entire world, whether it be financially, from an inventory standpoint with face masks and all that nonsense we went through forever ago. I mean, it's razor thin margins across the board.
Absolutely.
But don't you think that's the thing people don't understand? Like they think business owners immediately are just like these rich people, and they don't put it in. It's like look at basic economics of something.
Exactly. I mean, people don't care that I didn't pay myself for the first 5 years I owned a company, and I didn't pay myself the last 2 years I owned a company. The second I saw the writing on the wall, who the first one was to sacrifice? Me. I was not this asshole owner that was like, I'm gonna just keep keeping the money and then take it from everybody else. Oh no, we sacrificed. I mean, we lost our home. I was willing to do that to try to save this company and save my employees and continue with our vision. And those are the hard decisions that you have to make as an entrepreneur. And I would say anyone that's listening that's going through a crisis right now with their business could potentially lose it and have to file a bankruptcy. Surround yourself with the people that truly know your character. Let them insulate you from all of the people that are talking trash. And that is what got me through. I didn't watch the news. I didn't read newspapers except for that one article that was written about me, and got upset about it. And that's why I decided I'm not going to read the newspaper anymore. But I just had to get centered and be around the people that truly knew who I was, because I didn't want to lose who I was in all of it. And it's very easy to question yourself and to start believing the nonsense that people are saying about you.
I think so. I was interviewed for that article that you're talking about for an hour, and they basically were trying to get me to talk shit about you because you were almost our small business champion that year. And I wouldn't. I was just like, this is entrepreneurship. This is what happens, whatever. I remember also, I talked to you the day that you moved out of your house. And I remember calling because I feel like that article had come out around then, and like you weren't crying when I was talking to you, but I could tell that you've been crying for a long time. It's just like the emotion had just come down. It's ridiculous. What I dislike about reports that come out as a former journalist is when these reporters have never been in those shoes, yet they're trying to tell you this story. And it's like, yo, you don't understand anything about what's going on here, yet you're trying to report and you're only reporting one side of it. Let's hear the other side of it.
And of that one side, they probably only know 10% of the truth, if 10%.
They quoted a vendor that I never even did business with. A guy that owned a veil company.
Because that's the vendor who probably would talk about it. Because this is what they do. Let's find someone that will talk about this, whether or not they are associated or not. And it just says wedding vendor.
Right.
They didn't say her wedding vendor.
Guy is. I think his first name was Adam. I was like, I have no idea who he is. How did you even?
They'll interview randoms on the street. They call them man on the street, woman on the street. I'm just like this. Like, yeah, you guys have First Amendment rights. People are allowed. People think that you're super credible, and it's like there's no context here. And then when you get into the business world, it's just ridiculous, and it irks me because it's like, where is the context?
Right.
So, all right, let's stop with the old stuff. Let's talk about the new stuff. I think we did a decent job of at least painting a picture that hasn't always been there. Is there anything else you want to say about the old stuff?
No, it's in the past. That's all.
Yeah. I've been directly involved within our entrepreneurial community for years. And the most common question I get is, Tim, I want to get involved, but I don't know what events I should attend. Well, StartWheel eliminates that pain point, because we consolidate all the events you should attend into a single calendar. Now you'll be in the know and see where to spend your time. Gone is the need to search multiple websites and calendars. Just head to startwheel.org and see for yourself. That's startwheel.org.